In broad daylight, on the quiet streets of suburban Tokyo, a man dressed as a cop waved down an armored van carrying the equivalent of $2 million. What happened next would become Japan's most baffling and perfectly executed heist. No gun, no violence, just smoke, fear, and absolute genius. And here's the twist. The man who did it was never caught, not even once. This isn't a movie plot. It's a real crime that shook a nation and humiliated its finest detectives. Who was he? How did he vanish without a trace? And how did he make 300 million yen disappear forever? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is a criminal masterpiece. On a quiet morning in Tokyo, specifically on a sunny day in December 1968, an armored vehicle belonging to a Japanese bank was preparing to transport approximately 300 million yen, equivalent to around $2 million today. The money was intended to be delivered as salaries to employees of the Toshiba factory in the city of Fuchu, a suburb of Tokyo. Inside the vehicle were 4 security guards from the bank, and the plan was simple: drive straight to the factory, deliver the money, and return. What they didn't know was that someone had been watching them, not for hours, but possibly for days, maybe even weeks. Geographic location: Fuchu City, Tokyo Prefecture. A relatively quiet industrial area, yet well connected to expressways, making it the perfect location for planning a fast getaway. As the armored car approached the factory gate, a police officer suddenly appeared on a motorcycle. He looked to be in his 30s, wearing a full official uniform, a white helmet, and holding what appeared to be official documents. He stopped the vehicle with a firm hand gesture and said in a serious tone, "There's been a report about explosives inside your vehicle. We received a threat claiming the money will be detonated if it's delivered. I need your full cooperation." The guards had no reason to question him. The officer presented documents that appeared legitimate, complete with an official stamp from the Fuchu Police Department. He then began inspecting the vehicle, crouching underneath as if checking for explosives. And then, suddenly, thick smoke began billowing from beneath the car. The man shouted, "Get back immediately! There's a bomb! The vehicle's about to explode!" As thick smoke billowed from under the vehicle, the security guards panicked and ran backward, believing an explosion was imminent. But there was no explosion. Nothing at all. In that chaotic moment, the policeman, acting confused, took advantage of the distraction, leapt into the armored car, and sped away at an astonishing pace, disappearing from sight in under a minute. The armored vehicle, carrying 300 million yen, was now in the hands of a single man, an unbelievably clever and calculated thief. There were no real witnesses who could track the vehicle, and surveillance cameras like we have today didn't exist. Just a few people who saw a police officer driving the car down a narrow side street. When the real police arrived minutes after the report, they found the guards in shock, with smoke still dissipating in the air. The investigation started immediately, and what they discovered was shocking. The police officer wasn't a real officer. His uniform was fake, the document he presented was a well-crafted replica, and even the police station stamp was expertly forged. After 4 hours of intense searching, the armored vehicle was found abandoned near a river, 5 kilometers from the crime scene. But the surprise was even greater. The car was completely empty. No cash, no fingerprints, No clues. Police even discovered signs that the car had been deliberately stopped there and opened with an authentic key, which meant the thief either had insider knowledge about the vehicle or had once worked for the bank. The case quickly became headline news across Japan. What made it even stranger was that the Japanese police, known worldwide for their precision and discipline, couldn't uncover the thief's identity. Over the following years, more than 110,000 suspects were investigated. Yes, 110,000. The composite sketches that were circulated proved useless, and time passed with no real progress. The money was never found. It was never spent in a way that raised suspicions. It was as if it vanished from the face of the earth. In 1975, 7 years after the crime, Japan's statute of limitations expired, and the case was officially closed. To this day, the thief's identity remains a complete mystery. No one knows who he was, how he planned it all, or how he vanished without leaving a single trace. Was he a bank employee, a former cop, a gang member, or just a lone genius who decided to strike once and disappear forever? What's most fascinating is that Japan has never seen a heist with such precision and planning since. And the money? Not a single yen has been recovered, even to this day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.